Welcome, friends, to another great broadcast of the ACAA Men's Volleyball Conference. Glad you could join us for our second home game of the weekend here for the St. Thomas Tommies as they host the Holland College, or the UNB St. John Seawolves from the Port City. The Seawolves played against the Holland College Hurricanes yesterday, lost in that match. The Tommies took on the Crandall Chargers, a quick three-set sweep in just a little over 1 hour. And we're into the action here now. My name is Eric Moffat. Glad you could join us on the webcast. Raph Fisset with the first serve of the match, and a quick point to the UNB St. John Seawolves. And that'll send their setter, Liam McClellan, the local hometown player who's now playing downriver at UNB St. John. McClellan in his third year, and a Cole St. Anne graduate. That's going to be off block. Brenton Romanchuk makes no mistake to get the first point of the match for the Tommies, and will send Austin Hamilton back at the service line. Refereeing crew here for you today on the stand is Bailey Stockford. R2 is Jean-Paul Demels. Just got announced as a new member of the Hall of Fame class for Volleyball New Brunswick. So congratulations to Jean-Paul Demels, who will be honored on February 3rd at the Delta, along with Carla Dixon, whose three kids played here at STU. Garrett, currently on the bench, former member of the men's volleyball team, as well as Ryan Dixon, the oldest, and Emily Dixon did play a year. Blizzard gets the kill off the touch for St. Thomas, even things up. Jacob Trach will go back to the service line. We saw a limited time from Trach yesterday, but will have an impact here in this match with his sheer size. Trach, a gold medalist at the Canada Games last Canada Games with Team Saskatchewan, listed as 6'9", Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. Serve goes into the net, sends Craig Bartlett back to the service line, the Halifax native, first-year player. Middle himself. Nicely passed up. Sweep, and Brewster had the point, but then we had a Tommies player into the net, so that's going to be a point for UNB St. John. I don't think that the St. Thomas coaching staff will be happy with that, as it was a player in the net that was not near the play. And that's what we're seeing. Not sure if you can see that on the screen, but Henry Mallet is having a conversation with the down referee, Jean-Paul Demels. Coach Henry, also an Ecole St. Anne grad. Jean-Paul Demels, a teacher at Ecole St. Anne, retired. Just verifying that the score is accurate to what happened in the action there, because St. John would have the additional point. Raph Fisset goes over to the referee stand to verify. Maybe a little bit of conversation that because it was not an attacking player who was at the ball, is that maybe the call should not have happened. It is a judgment of the referee, Bailey Stockford. Lengthy conversation, getting to know the rules here. And looks like, let's just play ball. Saw a thrilling match here earlier on the women's side. Brendan Murphy on the call in a 3-1 win for the St. Thomas Tommies. Back and forth action. St. John did take the second set convincingly, and the volleyball gods might have responded on that one with the serve from Bartlett going into the net. Tommies down by one in the early stages of this rivalry game. Brenton Romanchuk from Dewberry, Alberta. That is a serve that just goes wide. Point will go to UNB St. John. Sends Will Siefker from Hamilton, Ontario. 6 foot left side. And there's Romanchuk. Made a nice play, scrambled. Cameron Wills able to send it over. And here's Blizzard giving it back. He's landed on STU campus after playing at UNBSJ in his first year. And looking to make an impact here with the Tommies. Nicely passed up. And that was a great shot by Finley Kearney Stanton, the third-year player from Kentville, Nova Scotia. Goes off the touch and gets the point, 6-4. Here in the first set, you're watching a live and interactive webcast on ACAA.TV, powered by Sports Canada TV. You can send us your notes at Eric Moffat on Twitter or X, Instagram. Send us a message on Facebook. Love to hear from you. Service Ace, hear from Finley Kearney Stanton. Love to hear from you, where you're cheering from, who your favorite player is out there. Another serve coming. That's going to be long. Point will go to the Tommies. It's a grueling regular season in the ACAA with the addition of the Crandall Chargers. Now we've got 4 out of 5 teams will make the championship event, which is slated for UNB St. John February 23rd to 25th. Make sure you join Luke O'Grady and that championship broadcast from UNB St. John's campus. Cameron Willis back at the service line, his second year from Fredericton, the Leo Hayes product. Getting some great playing time this year. Spin serve will be just long. Romanchuk just gets out of the way of that one. Hate to be tagged by the serve as you're escaping and transitioning to the back right side. So through a full rotation, St. John 8-6 lead. Nice serve here. Back set, a little bit off, and that's going to go out the back. No touch. Nice little crowd on hand for our Bell Let's Talk games, as well as rivalry action. Always get great crowd from the UNB St. John fans, as well as the St. Thomas fans at home. Vissé puts that into the net. Point will go to UNB St. John. Regain that 2-point lead here in set number 1. Liam McClellan with the float serve. It's going to go quick out to Romanchuk. Sends an absolute dart over top of the block. Here's Austin Hamilton. Looking to see if he can make a mirror machine miracle here. Nicely dug up. And that's going to be a double. Unfortunate after the nice first pass from Raph Vissé. Substitution coming for the Seawolves. So in will come in Carlos Paz. Out is Adam Gauthier. Paz listed as a libero, so will come in to serve and pass in the back row for Gauthier. A little bit of a challenging play there for the Tommies. Nicely set back up. Blizzard will get a reset here. Here's another chance for Blizzard. That's going to be off the block. No touch. Ball goes out the back. Point will go to the Seawolves. These two teams battled it out last Saturday night. A 5-set win by the St. Thomas Tommies. Could see another 5-setter here. Not for sure we're going to see a 5-setter on the women's side. But the Tommies able to get to it. That just falls just out. Austin Hamilton able to get a nice look at that one. Might have been concerned that he might have touched that one. Stir fry guy, John Robb, checking in on X. Big reset, nice scramble. McClellan will send it over on the free ball. Here's Fissé, opting for Brewster. Brewster out of the middle. He had a great game yesterday against the Crandall Chargers and looks to have the same today. The Bathurst native. Here's Trach. McClellan opts for the backside. Dug up, gonna need some help here. Trach able to get a nice second contact. Blizzard with the attack, and net violation by the Seawolves lands us with a tie game here, 11 apiece in our opening frame of this rivalry game. Paz with the pass. It's back on the left side, just a slight tip. Gonna need some help. There it is. Nicely played around the antenna. Back set. Off the tape. Fissé is there. Blizzard. Nice recycle here. Opting for Romanchuk, and that's going to fall wide. Nice little rally. Gets a little bit of applause from the crowd. With the Seawolves retaking the lead here in set one. Bartlett's back at the service line. First year middle. 6'3". Quick set. Oh, what a spot. Brewster able to recover. Might not have been the set that Raph Fissé wanted to make for Brewster, but Brewster made the best of it. Here's Romanchuk. Nicely set, going to the middle. Willis gonna have to reset. Sent over on somewhat of a roll shot. Nice play. There's a dump from Fissé. Fissé's back at the net. It's back on the left side, and Fissé having an unreal rally, getting the encouragement from his teammates. That rally had Raph Fissé all over that. That is volleyball right there. Tommy's now with the lead. That trickles over the tape and makes its way down the floor. A clean ace. You got to be good to be lucky, but you sometimes want to be lucky more than you're good. And that's the case for Brenton Romanchuk on that one. Tough play. McClellan able to save it, and that's going to be on the UNB St. John's side. Nice shot from the Seawolves. William Siefker able to just find enough space to get that through. Siefker at the service line. Frederickson gets the reception. A little bit of a wonky pass, but they're going to let it play. A little bit of conversation there from the coaching staff. Here's Brewster, didn't really get a full handle, and point will go to the Tommies. We had a great rally earlier. I wouldn't put that in the Hall of Fame, but the point will go to a team, and that team is the Tommies. Blizzard back at the service line. Dug up, it's out to the left side. To the middle, Brewster finds some space. Willis didn't really seem to close on the block there, so found some space. That's going to force Coach Dino Carachos to call timeout on behalf of the St. John's She-Wolves. And assistant coach Jake McLean, an all-star player of the ACAA, just having a conversation with Cameron Willis about blocking and seeing if they can make improvements on that one. The Tommies out with a 16-3 lead here in set number one. Well, the Tommies would like to thank the following partners for their continued support: Fredericton Hyundai, Rocket, Kears Marketing, Coastal Graphics, Pepsi, St. Thomas Alumni Association, Signature Sound, Josh Dennis at Desjardins Insurance, and the Fredericton Inn. And not sure if you're aware, we got a big jackpot in the online 50-50, so we're wrapping up the draw. The prize up to $7,600, maybe $7,700 now. You might want to get in on that. It's only $5 a ticket in support of the St. Thomas student athletes. And we'll have a guaranteed winner as we're going to be closing up that jackpot and looking for a new idea for people to be able to win some money in supporting the Tommies. Play off the net. Romanchuk able to get to it. Here's Hamilton. Comes in with some speed and gets it off the touch. Four-point lead here for the green and gold. Nicely said. That's off the block. Finley, Kearney, Staunton able to get the point there. Sub back in. So Adam Goche gets back into the game. Carlos Pass did his job in the backcourt. Kearney Staunton with the serve. Nicely dug up by Blizzard. Opting for the backcourt. Romanchuk. Brewster was there. Here's Hamilton with the swing. Go another time. Nicely dug up by Kearney Staunton. And that's around the block. Adam Goche looking to make a little noise here for the Seawolves. Spin serve. And that's going to seek the line. It makes it a one-point game here. Kentville, Nova Scotia native, making the best of his third year with the Seawolves. Looking to have a big weekend at the end of February when they host the ACAA championships, both the women's and men's. Frederickson not able to get a full handle on that, but Stu will be able to send a free ball over. McClellan opts for Goche. That's going to be hammered up to the upper bleachers. All tied up, 17 apiece. We could have a lengthy one here today, folks, so make sure you buckle up. Kearney Staunton. A little bit more insist on. There's Hamilton absolutely hammering it off a block and down. High flying action. Sends Mason Brewster back to the service line. Jacob Tratch back into the front court. Gonna add some physical presence at the net. Pass up by Kearney Staunton. Back set for Cameron Willis. And powers that through. Willis back at the service line, serving 18-18. And didn't get a full handle on that one. I think he'd like to have that one back. So sends Raffaset back at the service line with a 1-point lead. Dug up. McClellan rushes over to get to it. It's going to be off the block. Will they get it back in system? Free ball sent over. Trash going to have to get it. Back set for Romanchuk. It makes no mistake. Hammers the floor with the shot. Nice set by Facette. As he was down on his knees to get to that one, especially as a back row player. 2-point lead here for St. Thomas. Can imagine that UNB St. John, if they lose this point, they'll likely call a timeout. And that's going to be a service ace up into the second deck. Facet having himself a match. 21-18. Another serve, another ace. Fissette looking to close out the set. And that's going to force Dino Carachos to call his second timeout for the UNB St. John Sea Wolves. STU leads 22-18. Well, we mentioned Bell Let's Talk Day, and it's only a few days away. You can create real change in mental health today, so visit bell.ca/Let's Talk and download the Bell Let's Talk Conversation Toolkit. Take action and help create real change in your community. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be lots to talk about sharing that message of reducing the stigma around mental illness. True Bell Let's Talk Day coming up this Wednesday, January 24th. Maine University campuses are working on making sure that they get the message out about mental health and how they can get the tools and resources they need. 22-18 here in set number one. Fissette at the serve, and that's another service ace. Fissette on fire. He is ready to go, and it looks like Coach Henry Millet's going to add some height at the net to look to close this out, make that block bigger. Kevin Douglas subs in for Austin Hamilton. That's a tall front court for the St. Thomas Tommies. 6'9" Tratch, 6'6" Kevin Douglas, another service ace, and now it's 6 set points. 24-18. And don't want to forget that Brenton Romanchuk's hit for 4 here on the right side. Fissette looking to close out the set and just out. Thought he had it, but not this time. Quickly subbed out. Kevin Douglas for Austin Hamilton. Hamilton goes back into reception. Looking to close this out, second set point. Liam McClellan gives 3 options. That's going to be passed up by Hamilton. Quick set for Tratch. That's busting it off the block, and it makes its way all the way to the Aiken Center. Point for St. Thomas. 25-19 in set number one. Tommies take the early lead in the match, and we'll be back in just a few short moments. Welcome back, friends, to the historic Lady Beaver Gymnasium for set number 2 of rivalry action. 25-19, the first set went to the Tommies. UNB St. John will start off the second set with a serve from Leah McClellan. Fissé opts for left side. Hamilton able to say to tip over to make it easy. Nicely drug up. Can we save it? Hamilton all the way over. Here's a set to the right side, and all for naught. A great swing by UNB St. John. We'll get the point. William Siefker. Got a couple of great shout-outs in the comments on our YouTube channel. Sherry Goche from Regina, Saskatchewan, checking in. Obviously watching her son Adam Goche play. And then volleyball alumni of St. Thomas, Adam McDougall checking in. Great to hear from you, Adam, and hope things are going well at law school. Another nice swing off the block from Austin Hamilton. Square this up at 1 apiece here in set number 2 here at the historic Lady Beaver Gymnasium. You walk in, you see the cornerstone says 1940. Lots of sports actions happened here. A little bit of an off play, but we'll come back to the action. Nicely, strongly hit by Romanchuk. Will have to be a free ball over. Frederickson able to get an easy first contact. And the X pattern, Brendan Romanchuk on the trickery. Point will go to St. Thomas. And that just showcases great communication on the court between the setter and their hitters to make plays such as that. Love to see it. I'm sure we'll see it on social media. Fissé, after a long service run to close out our first set, or nearly close out our first set, puts that one into the net. Point will go to UNB St. John. Hamilton with the contact. Out to Romanchuk, and St. John getting the block. Siefker and Bartlett close the door here on the Tommies. Didn't get to finish my thought about the online 50-50. So again, $5 a ticket, and our jackpot is up to $7,600. You can go to gotommies.ca/lotto to purchase your tickets. The draw is on Monday. That's tomorrow, 7 p.m. You got to get it in if you want a chance at that big prize. So we're looking at currently about 50% of that, $7,700. So make sure you get in on that jackpot. $5 could turn into thousands at gotommies.ca/lotto. Frederickson, a little bit of a challenging pass. Can't get a good second handle on it. SJ out to a lead here, 5-2. Great crowd on hand here for this Bell Let's Talk games. Always tend to get a great crowd for these games against UNB St. John. It's been a big volleyball weekend here in Fredericton with STU playing 2 games yesterday, a doubleheader yesterday between the women's and men's, and today. And next door having some games on Friday night and Saturday afternoon as well. So volleyball fans got their fill here on campus in Fredericton. Austin Hamilton with the serve. McClellan opts for the right side. A nice cross-court shot will get the point. Great angle, able to take advantage of the middle not closing on the block. Here's Bartlett back at the serve. Frederickson, a little bit of challenge again on that one. Kind of just sent an easy ball over from Romanchuk. McClellan opts for Willis, but just didn't connect on that one. Not the first time that we've seen this duo not connect in this match. So have a little chat, make sure that we connect on that one. And McClellan is aware. He'll fix it up. Nice one-handed send, a little bit of a send, and Tommy's looking for a call, but Willis able to get on that one. Willis able to help out McClellan. on a little bit of a challenging play for the Seawolves. Seawolves up 7-4 in set 2. Tommies have the first set win. And that's going to snipe the line. And you see a little bit of flare here by Siefker, and that's going to force Henri Madet to call timeout for St. Thomas Tommies with the UNB St. John Seawolves off to an 8-4 lead. Well, if you're looking to come watch a Tommies match here at the Pit or at the Grand Harvey, you can buy your advance tickets online through our Eventbrite page. Go to gotommies.ca/tickets or search Stu Tommies on Eventbrite, and you can purchase your tickets in advance. A great way to get yourself in through the game a little quicker so you can get your game tickets on your mobile or having a printout to show at the door. gotommies.ca/tickets for all those details. And if you're enjoying these webcasts, make sure that you like and subscribe to the Stu Tommies YouTube page at the bottom, and leave us a comment on how you enjoyed the match and who your favorite player is out there. Back to the action. Nice pass by Hamilton. Back set for Romanchuk, and he makes no mistake. Around the block. The Dewberry, Alberta native heads back to the service line, looking to eat away at this lead here that UNB St. John is currently holding in set number 2. They went 5 last week. Brewster looking to potentially put it across, but nicely dug up by the Seawolves. There's Blizzard. Goes off the hands of McClellan and goes down. Able to get the point. Brewster just put so much force into that play and thought the ball might be out of contention. Nicely dug up. Back set. Will they get there? There's Hamilton playing on the 6 back. Dug up. Set by the libero. Nice little set to the 4. And that will find the line. Brewster taking a little bit of pace off that one to get the point for the Tommies. I don't think UNB St. John was ready for that one, but had to make do with the play that was happening. Tommies cut it to 1 here in set 2. And that's going to be into the net. Point will go to UNB St. John. For the Tommies fans out there, Stu leading 3-0 on UPEI after 1 period of play in Charlottetown. Frederiksen, a little bit of struggle, but there's Fisset with a nice set to recover, but Blizzard sends it out into the bleachers. Three points here. UNB St. John has the lead. Nicely dug up. St. John put some pressure from the service line. It's going to have to be a roll shot. Not sure if the libero had set the ball from the front court. And Blizzard this time makes no mistake. Finds the 9x9 square on the other side and gets the point. He'll head back to the service line for the green and gold. Wearing white jerseys today, the St. John Seawolves wearing the dark black jerseys. And that was a float serve that stymied the reception from UNB. Point will go to Stu. It's now 1 point down. Blizzard. Into the middle for Willis. Blizzard able to get a touch on it. Will Blizzard get back up? No. Wasn't aware the ball was coming back to him. Great to see a player like Blizzard have a smile on his face. Enjoying his time playing in the ACAA. Cameron Willis back at the service line. Pass by Blizzard. And that's going to be a block from Bartlett. UNB St. John shutting the door. And I think the intriguing component here is that Willis and Blizzard have played beach volleyball together in the Men's Twos League in the Fredericton area. Hamilton gets subbed out. Parker Melnick is in the lineup now for the St. Thomas Tommies. See if Willis will serve it at Melnick, and no. Goes at the libero. There's Brewster. Set just a little bit off, but able to take it off the blocker. Mason Brewster made great strides from this year to last year. McClellan opts for the left side, and Gauthier hammers it down off the block and down on the STU side. Point will go to the Seawolves, nursing a 3-point lead, 13-10. Melnick sends it over. Joust from Fisset. A little bit of a scramble play. McClellan will have to try to do something. Nicely shot by Bartlett. That's going to be off the block. Blizzard with a gator of sorts. Here's Melnick again off the block. That's going to be on the St. Thomas side. Romanchuk didn't think that he had it. Got to move those feet. 4-point lead for the Seawolves. Caracho's having a conversation with the second official about the play. Thought it might have been about Fisset going off the joust and then playing the ball again. Here's Romanchuk, makes no mistake from the backcourt. Nice C-ball option from the Tommies on that one. Still more conversation from Coach Dino and J.P. Demers. Here's Fisset, lefty. Nice serve. And that's going to be off the block and out from Gauthier. Point will go to St. John. SJ looking to claw away at this one. Gauthier will head to the bench for a serve and pass from Paz. Carlos Paz from Fredericton in his second year. We also have the Trach family checking in, so great to hear from you. Cheering on Jake. And then Scott Ferguson cheering on Mason Brewster all the way from Bathurst. And that's going to be a 4-contact call. And Scott, if I remember correctly, we haven't seen each other in a while, but great to hear from you. Assuming that you're the former board member of Volleyball New Brunswick from many moons ago. Melnick puts that into the net. Point will go to UNB St. John with Bartlett heading back to the service line. 16-12. Frederickson, a little bit of a struggle. Fisset was in the backcourt, so Willis ended up taking advantage to make sure that he got the point. Again, these two teams did go 5 sets last weekend, so could be a battle. This league has shown so much competitive parity. Anybody could beat anybody. We saw St. Anne a couple weeks ago taking a loss against Holland College. Romanchuk going off the block. McClellan opting for Finley. And he puts it out the side. Kearney Stratton. So substitution coming in here for Jake Trach. Kevin Douglas coming in. Here's Kevin Douglas. 6'6" from Surrey, BC, in his third year. Nicely passed up by Baz. Douglas, will that stay alive? And no, goes up into the rafters and off the basketball net. And point will go to St. John. The margin is now 5, with St. John leading in set 2 Tommies took the first set 25-19. Frederickson, a little bit of a struggle on that one, but STU able to get something off a little, although the attack was a little off. And that's going to be blocked out. Kearney Staunton gets a nice swing off a block and out, seeing that that block was not fully set. High spin serve. Melnick able to get to it. Romanchuk off the block. Going to have to go around the pole. Nicely played by McClellan. Fisset opting for the middle, and that is just out. Brewster having a string of great plays, and that one was just barely out. Can't fault that one. Nicely dug up by Melnick. It's going to go out to Blizzard. Blizzard goes for the roll shot. Did it have a touch? Scramble play. Going to be play at the net again. Fisset trying to be there, and Cameron Willis winning the battle against Thomas Blizzard. And that's going to force Coach, he might have to call timeout. UNBSJ Seawolves running away with this in the second set, 21-13. And looking to tie this up quickly, make it a best-of-3 match. Well, the St. Thomas Tommies would like to congratulate the Supplement King Athletes of the Week from women's basketball. Our Athlete of the Week is Paige LeBlanc, who also had an outstanding outing last night, 29 points against the Crandall Chargers. And from men's basketball, Athlete of the Week, Jeffrey Lavoie scored 38 points over 2 games last weekend. Friday against Crandall, and then on Sunday against Mount St. Vincent, taking down the number 1 ranked team at the time, Mount St. Vincent Mystics, and able to beat them. The Tommies men's basketball team ranked number 4 in the country and taking over the top spot in the Atlantic Conference. And a hard serve. Will Siefker gets the ace here with a little bit of emphasis. Melnick will head back to the bench, looking to put Austin Hamilton back into the match in service reception. Seawolves now within 3 of evening up this match. 22-13 the score. Hard serving. And that was just barely out. And we're going to see the double sub here from the Tommies. In for Romanchuk is Javonen, and in for Fisset is Chason. Jacob Chason, 6'5" from Bathurst, will look to use his size at the block. Javonen, the transfer coming into his 5th year from the Manitoba Conference, or I should say his 4th year, sorry, from Grand Marais, Manitoba, an hour and a half out of Winnipeg. And that's going to be well out the back. Tommies looking to mount something here of a momentum in set number 2. And Javonen might give that stability here. Seen a lot of craftiness, and that's going to go into the net. That's not the craftiness I was expecting. The point will go to UNB St. John. Now within 2 at 23-15. Substitution, so back in for Carlos Paz is Goche. Play will join the front court party. Nice serve, dug up by Blizzard. That's going to be sent over. And Leo McClellan, the setter, might want to thank the other setter, Tim Javonen, for that set. Sure, that's not what Javonen wanted to do on that one, but McClellan will take the freebie. Set point. 9 set points here. Frederickson with the pass. Here's Blizzard. Had to be nicely touched up, and Liam McClellan closes this out with back-to-back points. Adding a little flair, 25-15 for set number 2. That will tie this up at 1 set apiece. We'll go to break. Make sure to leave your comments in the YouTube channel or send me a tweet or an Instagram or a Facebook message at Eric Moffat. Glad you could join us for this webcast on a beautiful Sunday afternoon in Fredericton from the historic Lady Beaverbrook Gymnasium. Welcome back, friends, for set 3 action here at the historic Lady Beaverbrook Gymnasium in this ACAA battle between the St. Thomas Tommies and the UNB St. John Seawolves. 25-19 for the Tommies, 25-15 for the Seawolves. Lands us into now a best of 3 match, and the Seawolves take the first point of this middle frame. Again, some more check-ins. Jeanette DeVoe-Brewster checking in, cheering on her son Mason Brewster. Glad they can join us on the webcast. Service ace from the Seawolves, from local legend Liam McClellan, who played his volleyball at Ecole Sainte Anne. Great set of hands on him, and will serve well for the Seawolves. Here's Romanchuk going off the block. And out. Point will go to the Tommies, their first point of the third set. We could be looking at a 5-set match here. We're definitely going 4. We're cycle to play here. Back for Gauthier. It's going to be sent over on an over bump. Here's Romanchuk, hard cross court. Was looking for a touch and none there. Point will go to UNB St. John with a 2-point lead. This is the only men's volleyball match on the docket here today in the Atlantic provinces. But other action happening in the Atlantic provinces. Did see that Mount St. Vincent beat University of St. Anne in 5 sets. Interestingly, with the difference in the standings between those two teams, Saw earlier on the women's side, STU women beating UNB St. John. Mount Allison defeating the Dal AC Rams in 5 sets. And no score to report from King's College and Crandall. Kevin Douglas's serve goes into the net. Looks to be a little bit of a shake-up in the lineup from Coach Malin as he switches Jacob Trach out of the lineup and putting Kevin Douglas in. Alex Fredrickson with the touch. And that's going to be sliced out of bounds. A point will go to UNB St. John. Tommy's going to have to start trying to do something here to get back into the game. Sometimes you just got to put the ball into the 9x9 square. Nice little note here from Gloria and Dave Javonen, cheering on from Grand Marais, Manitoba. Glad you could watch. And watching your son Tim Javonen here out on the East Coast, enjoying his time here. Fissé, oh, nice little set to the middle, all the pressure, and there's Brewster's second opportunity chance. Puts it away. And talk about Raph Fissé and having a great little set there. You know, under pressure, able to set quick to the middle. That's very Bruno Rezende-like, the Team Brazil setter. Rick Garczynski checking in on the YouTube channel. Father of Benson, glad to join us. Everything is bigger and bigger Saskatchewan, so thank you very much, Rick, for the nice words. I see Frickster watching the Fissé family from Calgary, so glad you could join us on the webcast. Nice serve, that might go out of bounds. There's Fissé with the party ball. Puts it away for the Fissé family in Calgary. We're all knotted up at 5 apiece here in set number 3. Sin Witam checking in on our web class. Glad you could join me. Here's Blizzard, goes off the touch. McClellan able to get to the ball. Recycle here. Kearney Stoughton again goes off the block. It's going to be a back set. Nicely dug up by Fredrickson. This is a long rally. Could be the best one. And that's going to be off the block and out. What a rally. Gets the hands going here at the LB Gym. So it looks like the call might have been overturned here, looking to say that the ball was underneath the tape when it went off the blocker's arm, which does not make it eligible for a touch. And I think that's the conversation that's happening here right now. So Fissé up at the referee stand pleading his case for the Tommies because the linesperson had indicated the ball was out. But we've seen this a few times where the linesperson, the automatic reaction is to indicate that the ball was out without thinking about the ball being whether it's above the tape or below the tape. And McClellan joining in on the conversation. Not sure if there's going to be any more conversation, but Fissé expressing his concern and wanting to make sure that the right calls are made. And I think that's where we went, is the ball was underneath the tape and made the block touch underneath the tape ineligible for a contact. So point will go to SJ. Brewster makes no mistake. Off the block and out. Point will go to the Tommies. And although I think the referee did make the right call, is that sometimes the volleyball gods will say that, you know, the ball went the right way, the ball never lies. But I did think the referee made the right call 2 rallies ago. Quick set for Willis. Will they recover? No. Willis putting together a good game here for the Seawolves. UNB St. John leading by 1, 7-6, your score from the pit. Fissé opts for Romanchuk, and that's going to be on the Tommies side. Need a little change in body language here from the Tommies. Got to recover, get right back to it. Always talked about it when I was coaching, that when you make a mistake is that you got to go and own it. So you got to make sure you go get that next point. And Romanchuk sends it out the back. Things got to happen here now. I imagine that the blockers are very well aware from St. John that they'll likely try to set Brewster on this one. It's going to go out to Hamilton. Hamilton, I would say, duffs that one. Did look at the referee for a touch, but with the ball making no movement, hard to look for a touch on that one. Coach Henri Madet struggling with what's happening in set number 3. Calls timeout. UNB St. John leading 10-6 here in set number 3. Intriguing weekend next weekend. Nothing at home for the Tommies, so they're all out on the road. Make sure you watch our Tommies volleyball and basketball teams on ACAA.tv, your portal for local sports webcasting through powered by SportsCanada.tv. So the Angles are watching from Palm Springs. I'm hoping you're enjoying some great weather, watching their grandson, Adam Gauthier. So thank you very much for joining us on the webcast. Thank you for dropping your comments. Got lots of fans cheering on from all over North America and maybe some parts overseas. Kearney Staunton. Frederickson not able to get a handle on that one. Sends that into the rafters. Seawolves putting an extreme amount of pressure here on this Tommy's reception and defense. Seawolves, when they're in system, have been very effective. Could say that about both teams. Fissé able to recover on that one. Hamilton looks for a shot around the block. Here comes Gauthier. Nicely recovered from Fissé. It's going to be a roll shot on Willis. McClellan opts for the back and goes into the net. Tommy's looking to break a little bit of momentum here for the Seawolves. Douglas will check back into the front court with Brewster heading back to the service line. Brewster looking to work a float serve for this 4-point deficit. And that's step 1 right there. Service ace for Brewster. Lots of storylines to be written here. We'll see a 4th set, no matter what. Out to the left side. Brewster was set up, but just didn't find the right angle. Gauthier gets the point here. Sends Cameron Wallace back to the service line. They've got a 4-point lead, 12-8. And that's going to be well out. Willis has made some great strides since graduating from high school, from Leo Hayes High School here in the Fredericton area. Starting to put together quite a career and could be a formidable player in the ACAA. Here's Fissé into the net. Talk about service runs, and Fissé had a great service run as well in that set number 1. So wonder if how things will side out here. Maybe Fissé will have his chance at the service line in the late stages. McClellan with the float serve. It's going to be out to Romanchuk. That's off the touch. No mistake there. Miramichi's Austin Hamilton. Nicely passed up. It's going to be blocked over the antenna. Defenders try to go back and bring it back, but no chance on that one. The big wall of St. Thomas doing its job. Romanchuk and Douglas at the block. Tommy's looking to chew away at this deficit here. Now 2-point difference. Off the tape. Frederickson will have to set. Blizzard going off the block. McClellan gets the first contact. And that's going to be a point for St. John with Gauthier going off the block. Gauthier is putting in quite a game for himself here as he heads over the bench for the serve in pass specialist, Carlos Paz. Second-year player from the Fredericton area. And you know the pressure's on when you're coming in for a serve. There's Romanchuk. Finds the seam in the block and gets the point. Brewster now coming back into the front court for St. Thomas. And Douglas will go back to the service line. Douglas has great high touch. So a nice little float serve. See if it can drop in the right areas. That was challenging. It's going to have to be a free ball. Romanchuk. And that's a quick play. Brewster able to connect with Fisset on that one. It's 1-point difference now. St. Thomas down by 1. 13 serving 14. Nice pass by Paz. Cross-court shot, nicely dug up. Got to get some communication. Here's Blizzard with a bump. A little bit of a tough one there, and that's going to be out on the attempt from Kearney Stoughton. So we got a brand new game in set number 3, 14 apiece. It's a race to 11, win by 2. Kevin Douglas at the service line, getting the work in. Nice little float serve, but that float serve goes wide. So the Seawolves didn't relinquish the lead here with Bartlett heading back to the service line. And he's working a 1-point lead. Float serve, Frederickson right there. Back set. Oh, that's a beauty play. And I think that Fisset had fooled everyone in the gym. The way I was seeing it, he was going to set Brewster, and he ended up going back to Romanchuk, and basically no block on that one. What a shot from Romanchuk, all set up. So double sub here in effect. Tim Javonen in, Parker Melnick in for Romanchuk and Fisset. And that's not indicative of what happened in that play, because you'd think, make a great play, you stay in. Frederickson over a bump. Would have been deep. McClellan trying to save it. Nice little dig. And Kearney Stoughton able to finish off that rally. Despite Frederickson's amazing defensive abilities on that one. 16-15. The Seawolves lead here at the pit. And that will hit the service line. Blizzard thought that it was going to be out. Siefker is getting a few service aces because obviously he's celebrating in quite a style that might irk some, but his teammates love it, and the fans of the UNB St. John Seawolves love it. Nice little pass, going to be up tight, and that's going to be... So the call is reaching beyond. So they're saying that Javonen had reached across the net to save that one. Could have just left it. Javonen, a little bit of a feisty player, played 3 years out in Manitoba in the Manitoba Collegiate League and now playing at St. Thomas. Looking to win a conference championship here and looking to seal a trip to nationals, but there's a few teams in the way, and that's why we play the games. Timeout called by the St. Thomas Tommies. UNB St. John leads 18-15. And we'll see who will have the advantage going into set number 4. Well, St. Thomas Athletics would like to thank its proud partners for their continued support. The Fredericton Hyundai, Rocket, Cures Marketing, Coastal Graphics, Pepsi, St. Thomas Alumni Association, Signature Sound, Josh Dennis at Desjardins Insurance, and the Fredericton Inn. A little bit of conversation here from our referee with setter Tim Javonen, and he is receiving a yellow card. That's just a warning, not like in soccer where a yellow card would be potential for a red card and ejection if you get a second yellow. Blizzard is going to have to help save that. Melnick will send it over on the volley in the deep corner. Nicely played by the libero, and that's going to be blocked. Mason Brewster with Thomas Blizzard gets the point for St. Thomas. Here is Blizzard at the service line, down by 2. Float serve, a little bit errant. Melnick had sent it over on the errant pass. A little bit of challenge here. Lack of communication from the St. John side. Here's Brewster. Oh my goodness, that is just out. Luck be the lady tonight for the Seawolves. And we're going to see a substitution, so Carlos Paz will head back to the bench, and Goche is back on court. Kearney Stoughton at the service line with a 3-point lead. And that's going to be out. Brewster back at the service line for the Tommies. And that's going to be a block. Kevin Douglas with the help of Parker Melnick, and that's going to be a point for the Tommies. McClellan just running all over the place, trying to save some points here for the St. John Seawolves. And that's going to force, and I think that's what we're looking at, is Liam McClellan might have tweaked something, maybe a little tinge. And Caracho's just making sure that there's no issue here, taking a timeout. St. John Seawolves lead 19-18 in set number 3 here at the Lady Beaverbrook Gymnasium. Loving all the shout-outs on Twitter and on Facebook and Instagram that everybody's joining in on this webcast. A sunny afternoon in Fredericton, New Brunswick, the capital city of New Brunswick. People checking in all over Fredericton, all over Canada, and one check-in from Palm Springs. Make sure you can drop a comment in the YouTube channel as well. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button so you can be aware of all of our Tommies' upcoming home games. And follow along on ACAA.TV, powered by SportsCanada.tv. Here's Brewster with the serve. That's going to be an errant pass. Looking to recover. Just a roll shot over top. Javonen took it, so he's going to need some help. Brewster comes in on the second. Melnick. That's going to be bumped over by McClellan. There's Melnick. No block there. And that's going to be done by McClellan. I don't think that McClellan expected he was going to get the point on that one, especially on the long rally. So Cameron Willis checking out of this, nearing the end of set 3. And Ethan Tucker from St. John's, Newfoundland is back to the service line. Second-year player, 6'3". Blizzard with the pass. It's going to be a back set from Melnick's. Going to have to hold off on that one with a roll shot. Gauthier ends up going off the pin. Point will go to the Tommies. Here comes the double sub for the green and gold, wearing white. Fissé back in, Romanchuk back in, Javonen out, Melnick out. So Fissé, who had the first serve of set 3, is back to the service line. It's a +1 right now for UNB St. John through 2 rotations. And Fissé would like to have that serve back. And we're going to see another substitution here. So in for Siefker is David Valencia. Valencia from Florenceville, Bristol, about an hour and a half northwest of Fredericton. Getting to see some action here, first-year player. Fissé over to Romanchuk. Oh, an absolute laser! Taking advantage of a new blocker on the court. That was quick hit from Romanchuk. Hamilton at the service line. Valencia. And that's going to be 4 contacts. They're going to say that went underneath the tape earlier. We had that conversation earlier in this set that led to about a couple minutes taken from game time. 21-21 here in set number 3. Hamilton with a float serve. Oh, that's a little bit of a trickler. Jonathan Fraser Monroe from Vernon, BC just couldn't get to it. A little bit tricky. And sometimes that's all you need. St. John using the opportunity to wipe the floor here. Maybe break some momentum with St. Thomas taking the lead in set number 3, 22-21. And that's into the net. Even McClellan even says that was, me falling on the floor, leaving some sweat. That got us a timeout. An unofficial timeout of sorts. 22-22. Here's Gauthier. Already been subbed off, so can't come off. Blizzard off the touch. And that's the intriguing part, because usually Gauthier would be subbed off for a defensive player and wasn't available to him in this time. 23-22. Kevin Douglas at the service line. See if he'll serve it at Gauthier here. That is the prime target. Back set for Valencia. Valencia goes wide. Sets up 2 set points here for the Tommies. And that's going to force timeout from Dino Carachos. Still have that in the pocket. Tommies at set point in set number 3. 24-22. Matches all tied at 1 apiece. Here live from Fredericton, New Brunswick at the historic Lady Beaverbrook Gymnasium. Talked about this a little bit earlier, but our online 50-50 is wrapping up. We're doing one big draw with all tickets active. So if you're not in already, I think the pot is over $7,700. It's only $5 a ticket. And winner gets, it's a guaranteed winner, and the winner will get half of the pot. You got to get your tickets in before 7 p.m. Atlantic tomorrow night in order to win that prize. And it all helps support St. Thomas student athletes. Head to gotommies.ca/lotto to learn more or to purchase your $5 tickets. And obviously, the more tickets you have, the better chance you have at that big money tomorrow night, 7 p.m. And again, supporting St. Thomas student athletes. 2 set points here for Kevin Douglas. 24-22. He's at the line with a float serve. And that's going to be deep. Nice pass by Gauthier. Inside set and net violation. I think Trach, who came in on a switch. And Trach is going to be out. bringing Thomas Blizzard back in. And substitution from the St. John side, so Tucker heads back to the bench. Cameron Willis back in. So second set point here with Bartlett at the service line. First-year player from Halifax, Nova Scotia. Frederickson, nice pass. Here's Brewster, nicely passed by Willis. Kearney Son, can they save it? Here's an attempt, is that gonna be in? Nicely played by Gauthier, quick set, and that's gotta be off the block. Nice little rally, gets the fans going. Some of our fans are off their seats. 24-24. Bartlett into the net. Set point number 3 for the Tommies. And it's Romanchuk at the service line. Just a little clerical error at the desk here. Back to the action, Romanchuk. 25-24. And that's going to be off the tape. Set by Libero, and that's going to find the floor. Kearney Staunton. Well, it's a win by 2 situation. It's sets are usually to 25, and you win by 2. But with this being so close, gotta get the advantage here. Here's Valencia. Nicely passed up. Here's Brewster, makes no mistake. Picking on Fraser Monroe on that one. So this is set point number 4. Thomas Blizzard has the ball and the set in his hands. Float serve. Fraser Monroe with the pass. It's going to be inside. Dug up. It's going to be fine from Libero perspective, and the block! Raphael Fisset gets an absolute monster block to close out set number 3, 27-25. Well, the scales are tipping St. Thomas's way in for set number 4. Will St. John be able to bring it to a 5th set? Stay tuned. In about 2 minutes and a half, we'll be back to the action here at the LB Gym. Welcome back, friends, to the Lady Beaver Gymnasium, more commonly known as the Pit, for ACAA men's volleyball action, and set 4 underway here in Fredericton, New Brunswick. Liam McClellan getting a service ace, and they're looking to force 5, losing set number 3, 27-25. STU winning the first set 25-19, and then 25-15 was the set score for St. John in set number 2. Here's Hamilton off the block, and Fisset looking for some chicken wing defense. Not able to get the ball back up, but the block will be on from UNBSJ. 2-0 the score here. Check-ins from Josh Fleck down in St. John, enjoying the webcast here. Romanchuk off the block and down. Glad to hear from Josh Fleck, one of the members of the administration team down at UNB St. John. Spent a few years here up in Fredericton and with the Tommies, and now doing great work down in St. John. Here's Fisset. Nice serve. That's going to be over. Douglas trying to push it back down. Fisset struggling on that one. It's going to have to be a roll shot from Hamilton. Finding the touch off the block and down. Point will go to the Tommies. And we're drawn at 2 here apiece in the early goings of the 4th stanza. Nice serve from Fisset. Here's a roll shot, a little bit of a cutty. You see that a lot in beach volleyball, and sometimes you can see it in indoor, and that play, point will go to the Tommies. See that a lot where players will try to pursue that ball, but because it went across the net between the antennas, that the player is not eligible to actually play that ball. It has to be played, the ball has to cross the net outside the antennas or over top the antenna in order to play that. Hard serve. That's a hard hit from Siefker. And that shot down the line, just outside. Point will go to UNB St. John. We are absolutely seeing some massive swings here from both these teams. So here's Gauthier. 6'3" from Regina. Roll shot from Blizzard, able to get it across. Here's a tight play. Blizzard, was Fisset there? Yes. Douglas able to bump it over, almost didn't get to it. And a quick back set for Siefker. He brings a little bit of fresh attitude here to the St. John Seawolves team. Will always show that he's earned the point. Gauthier with a 4-3 lead. Float serve, pass by Hamilton. Hamilton will get the beneficiary from tipping it. A little bit of a struggle. It's going to be a roll shot. Fredericton able to get to it. There's a swing through from Douglas. Back over to the left side. And Kearney Stoughton able to get the kill here. Blizzard just a little too deep on that one to get a nice pass up. And that serve from Gauthier is going to go into the net. Point will go to the St. Thomas Tommies with Austin Hamilton heading to the service line. Float serve. Pass by Fraser Monroe. Here's Kearney Stoughton. Going to be dug up. It's going to have to be a free ball over. Needs some communication. It's going to go to left side here, and no block. Thomas Blizzard makes no mistake on that one. Finding Siefker coming in a little late, so a little bit of a party ball, you might call it. Gets the point for the Tommies. A little bit of a deep pass. It's going to be off the tape. Fisset able to get there. Going to go off to the right side for Romanchuk. Siefker, nice little cut shot down the line. Blizzard tips it off the block. So St. Thomas up to 6-5 now in this set 4. Here's Hamilton again. Pass by Gauthier. Out for Kearney Staunton. He's going to have to take a little bit off of it. Bumped over by Blizzard, and Blizzard would like to have that one back. Kearney Staunton able to send that over bump off the touch for the point for UNB St. John. Here's Craig Bartlett at the service line. Frederickson with the pass. Here's going to be Blizzard, recovered. Reset. Here's Romanchuk. And Romanchuk makes no mistake, finds the seam and a deep part of the court. You see that Fisset really tends to distribute his offense and spread it out between all the attackers in the front court, but we haven't really seen any back row attacks from either of these teams like we saw in the women's match earlier today. Douglas ends up putting that into the net. Point will go to UNB St. John. All knotted up at 7s here in this 4th set. Pass going to be over. Blizzard's going to have to recover. Only one blocker there, but it's going to be done by Gauthier. Gautier's going to tip it. Fisset almost there with the pancake. But UNB St. John gets the point. 8-7 lead now. Siefker has been impressive from the service line, so we'll see if he can piece together a run here for the Seawolves. And that's one way to start it. And celebration again from Siefker. Two-point lead for St. John. And that's going to be on the line again. Tommy's contesting that would have fallen out. Coaching staff not moving on that one. Parker Melnick looking to sub off Austin Hamilton. See if they can shake things up here with Siefker at the service line with back-to-back service aces. Frederickson with the pass now. And that's going to be blocked by Cameron Willis. Showing his incredible reach. A lot of pizzazz from the UNB St. John side and doing it in St. Thomas's gym. Pass by Melnick. And nice shot. Able to change up the hand here by Blizzard so he can get that shot through the block. So just looking at, Siefker had 5 service aces so far in this match. And Romanchuk getting a service error on the board. You can follow along with live stats through ACAA, acaa.ca. Click over on the men's volleyball page and their scheduled results, and you'll see the live stats tab in order to stay along. Melnick with a nice pass here. Blizzard absolutely hammers the shot. There was a net violation as well. Tommy is looking to put a run in here. 9 serving 12. Thomas Blizzard at the service line. And that's a quick set from Cameron Willis. Liam McClellan effectively establishing the middle in that rally once he got a nice pass. Great to hear from Kelly McLean on YouTube. Kelly, a senior all-star in her own right. cheering on her son on the bench, Jake McLean, a great player for UNB St. John, and then Michelle Kearney watching from Kentville, Nova Scotia, giving a shout out to Finn. So thanks for watching and commenting on our YouTube channel. Brewster with the serve. McClellan will have to get over to it. Nicely dug up. It's going to have to be a free ball from Fisset, trying to see if he can put it on the setter, but setter was up, and then Gauthier makes no mistake. Melnick would take that one back. Hard cross-court shot from the Saskatchewan native. William McClellan, back at the service line, ESA grad, Spartans graduate. Back set for Romanchuk, no block there. Romanchuk gets the point here for the Tommies. Nice little set from Fisset. Calgary native heading back to the service line. Down by 3 points. Looking to see if he can get a service run in here. And that's one way to start it. May not get a rate off the serve, but Siefker ends up getting the point on transition. Nice little side out by UNB St. John. Gauthier will head to the bench. We'll have Carlos Paz head back to serve and pass for the Seawolves. The lefty with a deep serve, and that's out. Little bit of delay there. Thought it might have been in, and then flag went straight up for an out call. You could hear the crowd go, ooh. Melnick, that one well out. Teams trading back and forth, some points here now. St. John up by 4, 16-12, the score. Volleyball Alumni Weekend here. We've got Parker Dallas Melnick is in town. And Noah Talk is in attendance as well. We've got a few alumni on the bench. And that's going to be off the pole. Point will go to St. Thomas. You know, they had a nice little reception at a local watering hole. Great to see some great alumni around here for this alumni weekend on the women's side and on the men's side. Kevin Douglas with the serve. That's going to be an ace. That's going to hurt the thumbs. And that's a challenging thing when that float serve drops right in front of you and you got to take it in no man's land. Under the shoulders and above the belly button. And you don't know if you're going to underhand pass or if you're going to overhand pass. Douglas. That's going to be out by a few feet. Point will go to the Seawolves. 3-point lead here. And Siefker, again, 5 aces to his credit here so far in this match. See if he can add to his total. It's a nice serve. Melnick, it's going to be a tough play. Used a percussive contact, so there's no double call on that one because it wasn't the fingertips. And a big swing from Blizzard going at Fraser Monroe, but point will go to the Tommies. Double sub coming into effect here, so Romanchuk and Fisset head off. Javonen and Chason come into the game. Tommies down by 2. Javonen, the veteran, coming in to serve for St. Thomas. Tommies are up 2-1, but the Seawolves are up in set number 4. That's going to be a float serve, and you always hope for a float down, but that floated up. Seawolves will earn the ball here, and we've got a sub. So Carlos Paz heads back off. Adam Gauthier back on. Kearney Staunton heads back to the service line. Javonen, inside set. And a block from Liam McClellan. Making some noise for the hometown crowd. See his dad in attendance here, cheering him on. Double sub back out, so Javonen heads off. Chason heads off. Romanchuk back in. Fissé back in. Tough break for the Tommies subs that came in. Spin serve from Kearney Staunton goes into the net. Point will go to the green and gold, 16-19. And this is where we're going to see the coaches work their magic here in their substitutions and their timeouts as we go into the late stages, nearing the 20s. Float serve. It's going to be tight to the net. And pushed by McClellan. Thought that he caught the opposition napping. Caught me napping a little bit. Cameron Willis will head off, and it's Ethan Tucker heading back in to serve for the Seawolves. So the Seawolves are 5 away for forcing a 5th set. 20-16 the score here in this 4th set. And that's into the net. And that's a tough thing for a serving sub. You got to basically make that play right away. You got to make a serve. And we're going to see a serve or a sub here from the Tommies. Jacob Trach heading in for Kevin Douglas, looking to add some size here at the block. 17-20. Teams using their substitutions fully when they have the opportunity. Tipped over. Here's Melnick. Sends a volley over, tries to find a back corner. And that's going to be underneath the tape. Siefker couldn't get across. Melnick got that in the guts. Tommy's looking to make a run here, 18-20. Back-to-back points in set number 4. And that's not the way you earn points, by putting the serve in the net. Point will go to St. John. Sends McClellan back to the service line. 21-18, 4-away. Float serve, Melnick able to get there. Oh, that's such a smooth and silky dump from Fissé. He's seen that from Luciano Giacheco of Argentina. Even Dino Carachos, the coach from SJ, thought that was pretty slick. 19 serving 21 in set number 4. McClellan able to save that one. And Siefker, it's going to be trouble ball, sending it over. Sometimes that's all you have to do. You got to send the ball over. You might find a way to score points. Regina native Adam Gauthier at the service line, 3 points away here to go to that 5th and deciding set. Melnick, a little bit of errant pass. Here's Melnick, busting it through and off the antenna. And point will go to St. Thomas with Melnick heading back to the service line. Tommies need 5 points. St. John needs 3 points. Unless we get knotted up. And that's a clean service ace. Melnick giving some juice here. Melnick down by 1 with the Tommies. St. John Seawolves lead 22-21 in set number 4. Dino Carachos calls timeout for UNB St. John. Well, Bell Let's Talk Day is coming this Wednesday. You can create real change in mental health today. Visit bell.ca/Let's Talk. And download the Bell Let's Talk Conversation Toolkit. Take action and help create real change in our community and reduce that stigma around mental illness and finding out all the resources. Sometimes we get in a tough spot where we can't find our way out. We'll always reach out. Language matters. Always try to bring a positive lifestyle to the people around you, because you never know what somebody might be battling in the dark and away from other eyes. All right, so we're back to the action. 21 serving 22. Parker Melnick at the service line from Crystal Beach, Ontario. That's going to be an overbomb. Jacob Trach sends it over, but a nice pass from Fraser Monroe. It's going to be off the block. Siefker making some magic happen. And we're going to have a substitution. Cameron Willis back in for Tucker. And the Seawolves are 2 points away with a 2-point advantage. 23-21. Float serve. Here's Romanchuk. And an absolute laser for the right side. Romanchuk looking to see if the Tommies can close this out with a little bit of a run here. Down by one, Jacob Trach heads back to serve. Interesting to see that we're going to have a service from Trach. That's going to be high and tight. And Cameron Willis makes no mistake. Sends it to set point. 2 set points here for the Seawolves. 24 serving 22. The Seawolves looking to go to 5 sets. But Henri Madet is going to call timeout before that happens. And he's frustrated with the play here. Tommies take their timeout. St. John at set point 24-22. All right, back for set point number 1. 2 available. Siefker at the service line. Melnick will take the reception. Romanchuk with a nice shot. Gives the Tommies another chance here. And Romanchuk, the Dewberry native, will be the one at the service line to try to even this up. Second set point for St. John. Got to make it tough. Nice little pass here. It's going to be out to the left side. And Kearney Stratton ends up going off the block and down. We're going to a magical 5th set here at the pit. 25-23, UNB St. John. We'll be back after a short break. The Tommies and St. John going to another 5-setter on back-to-back weekends here at the LB Gym. All right, friends, this is what we were hoping for, and we're getting today with a fifth setter in this rivalry matchup in Bell Let's Talk Game Day. Raph Bissett will have the first serve on the right side with a nice strong serve, and here's Gauthier. Tried to recover on that one, but Gauthier able to bust it through the block and gets the opening point of this fifth set. So fifth set rules, it goes to 15 points, a win by 2. We switch sides when the first team reaches 8 points. Liam McClellan, local Fredericton native with the serve. Quick set, and Trach ends up sending it well wide. Seawolves out 2-0 here in this final and deciding set of the day. Tommy's looking to put something together in here. And it's a quick set. That's off the block. Romanchuk. McClellan able to save that. Gauthier finding the late blocker. Seawolves out with a lead here, 3-0. Two sets apiece here. That forces our fifth set. Melnick with the pass. Mom is here to watch and support. Melnick ends up getting the tip off the touch. Puts Tommy's on the board in this fifth set. Melnick for a strong spin serve. And that spin serve goes long. Don't think that he got the contact he wanted on that one. So Seawolves out 4-1 now here. Here's Gauthier with the serve. Frederickson with the struggle. And one-handed touch here by Melnick. Wish that he could get that one back. And now it's 5-1. Gauthier and the Seawolves with this 4-point margin. Float serve going at Melnick again. He's going to need some help. That's going to be sent into the back. Gauthier ends up playing it, although likely would have gone out. Melnick with the pass. Fissé looking for the save. Here's Romanchuk on a cross-court shot. Here's Kearney Stoughton, goes off the block. And Tommy's want some momentum. They're looking for it here in this fifth set. Sends Jacob Trach to the back line to serve. Brewster into the front court. Brewster putting together a pretty good weekend here for the Tommies. Had 5 kills in a quick match here yesterday and putting a few kills. Looking for a call on that one is the Tommies bench. Melnick takes second contact. Romanchuk ends up hammering at one. Another pass. It's going to be a roll shot over the top. Fissé is there. Over to Romanchuk again. And a cross-court shot finds the side. Might have had something to say about if the point would have gone St. John's way, but Tommy's not arguing the potential on the double call. Here's Trach again. Has such a high touch. And that was sent errantly into the backcourt by Romanchuk. 6-3 here, the lead for the UNB St. John Seawolves. Looking to exact some revenge from last weekend's loss at home, trying to steal one on the road here in Fredericton. Bartlett at the service line. Blizzard off the tape. That's a tough one sometimes because you're so set up to get ready for the ball when it doesn't go off the tape, and then it just makes a delicate touch. So we're going to see that double substitution happening a little earlier than it usually does in the set with this short set. So Javonen in, Chason in, Fissé heads off, and Romanchuk heads off. And float serve. Pass up by Fraser Monroe. Here's Siefker. Adding a little bit more flair to this match. Goes down the line, 7-4, and we're going to have a double substitution again. So Javonen out and Chason out for Romanchuk and Fissé. And timeout is called, 7 leading for UNB St. John with the advantage here, and we're 1 point away from UNB St. John of the side switch, but Henry Mallet wants to talk things over as he's not really liking what he sees from the Tommies and how they can stop the UNB St. John Seawolves from stealing a game on the road here at the pit in Fredericton. UNB St. John will be the host of the ACAA Volleyball Championships February 23rd to the 25th. Women's quarterfinal action on that Friday, February 23rd. Men's and women's semifinals on the Saturday, February 24th, and then the championship and a ticket to the national championships will be on Sunday the 25th. Make sure you watch all the games live on ACAA.tv, powered by Sports Canada TV. Well, we're going to send the ball live. Siefker, who's been great at the service line, continue to cause some trouble for the Tommies. Here's a pass up. McClellan ends up going to Kearney Staunton, and that goes up in the bleachers off the touch. And that will land us on the side switch here in set number 5. Seawolves leading 8-4. Great opportunity to thank our corporate partners, Fredericton Hyundai, Rocket, Cures Marketing, Coastal Graphics, Pepsi, St. Thomas Alumni Association, Signature Sound, Josh Dennis at Desjardins Insurance, and the Fredericton Inn. Just making sure that the lineups are correct on the court with this side switch. Siefker could do some damage here for the UNB St. John Seawolves. Tommy's looking to earn a side out. And Siefker continues an outstanding run. A little bit of flair like the soccer players do in Europe after a goal. Siefker has imposed some damage in this match. 9 for the lead here for the Seawolves. And that's going to go out. Stops the bleeding for the Tommies. 5-9 now. As St. Thomas looks to hack away at this battle here. Down by 4 points in this quick set. So St. John just needs 6 points in order to seal this 5th set. And Cameron Willis goes off the block and out. Sometimes got to look at winning those battles at the front court, and Brewster don't think got what he wanted out of that one. Henry Manette calls timeout, his second one, and the Seawolves are within 5 with a 5-point lead in the 5th set. Lots of magic still left to be played here in the late stages of set number 5 here at the legendary Lady Beaverbrook Gymnasium on campus in Fredericton, New Brunswick, the most beautiful province of Canada, allegedly. Glad you could join us. I want to thank our producer for the weekend, Alice Kajari, who's been producing all of our great webcasts through the season for the number of years. And the folks at Sports Canada TV that help have these streams online through our YouTube channel. Make sure to like and subscribe so you can stay up to date on Tommy's upcoming home games to watch on YouTube. Back to the action here with Kearney Staunton at the service line for UNB St. John, looking to steal a 5-set win in Fredericton. That's going to be off the tape. Fredericton able to get to it. Here's Romanchuk off the tape. St. John didn't look to be set up. So a point will go to the Tommies, and Trach is back into the front court. Brewster heads back to serve for the green and gold. Down by 4. Here comes a beauty float serve. That goes into the net. Looks so good until it touched the twine. Substitution here for the Seawolves. So out is Cameron Willis, in is Carlos Paz, which his family and friends are situated right around the broadcast booth, cheering on their family member here in his hometown. Played in the high school provincial championship last year of the NBIAA. Trach puts that into the net. Might have had an opportunity at a mismatch there. So that's why we're going to see Kevin Douglas hit the court here for the Tommies to replace Trach. So the Seawolves are 3 away from stealing a 5-setter on the road here in Fredericton. Do they have the magic? Here's Paz with the serve. Nice little float. Melnick into the net. Tommies have burned both their timeouts, so not able to take one here to try to ameliorate their situation. Paz with the serve. Fissé gets to it. That's off the block and out. And Raph Fissé back at the service line for the Tommies. So a 6-point margin here that they've got a mountain to climb here in this 5th set. Gets it over with a strong serve. It's going to be out to Power and blocked just a little bit late. Gauthier takes full advantage. That sets up 7 match points. A seesaw battle, which saw the Seawolves take advantage of some pressure here in set number 5. Here's Roman Schock finding a late blocker. Roman Schock using his smarts. Second match point for the Seawolves, with Melnick back at the service line. It's a nice serve, Stramble play. Nicely dug up by Blizzard. It's going to be over for Roman Schock, and he duffs it out the side. Point will go to the Seawolves. They steal one on the road here in Fredericton in an electrifying 5-setter. The Tommies will go 1-1 on the weekend. The Seawolves will go 1-1 as well after a loss against the Holland College Hurricanes. Glad you could join us on this ACAA.TV webcast powered by Sports Canada TV on YouTube. My name is Eric Moffat. Glad you could join us on this webcast and that you've enjoyed fantastic volleyball of the ACAA. Make sure to check the schedule for next weekend's action as we continue with lots more storylines to be written, and the road to the ACAA Championships at the end of February continue in the Maritime Provinces. Thank you, and good evening, and we'll see you next week.